Hello and welcome to another deep dive. Ever find yourself in one of those really complex spots? Maybe facing a high-stakes decision, feels like walking through a minefield, and you just wish you had an expert, like right there, instantly,
Yeah.
just sort of light the way.
Exactly. Well, today we're diving into a fascinating area where AI is actually stepping up to do just that. Our source material for this deep dive, it comes from a few places, some really insightful YouTube transcripts, and there's a dedicated website too. They all introduce something pretty revolutionary called VI.
VAI.
Yep. We're going to be exploring what they're calling the UK's first AI-powered insolvency bot. It's a tool specifically designed, meticulously built actually, to help individuals, businesses too, navigate the often confusing and, let's be honest, pretty terrifying world of company insolvency. So our mission today is pretty clear.
Good.
Let's unpack what VI is, who exactly it's built for, the sort of vision behind it, why it even exists.
And crucially, what it can potentially do for you, our listener. Expect some surprising insights, I think, into how AI isn't just tweaking things anymore. It's really transforming even these very specialized, very human-centric professional services.
Okay, so let's unpack this properly. When a business starts, teetering on the brink, financial distress, the pressure isn't just big, it's often completely overwhelming. Suddenly, you're expected to make these colossal decisions, often really fast, and usually without any background in this kind of unfamiliar territory. It's high consequence stuff.
Yeah, it really can feel terrifying. Like you said, adrift in a storm, no compass. And what's really fascinating here, and maybe a bit overlooked sometimes, is just how widespread this problem is.
Yeah.
Like our sources point out, it's typically not about people being foolish or not smart enough.
Right.
It's usually about a lack of specialized knowledge right when you desperately need it. Even, seasoned pros like your regular accountant or maybe a general solicitor, they might not have that deep, really nuanced expertise in insolvency law itself.
So people just feel lost. Exactly. Completely lost. Unsure which way to turn, vulnerable to making really costly mistakes, which naturally brings up a big question. In these critical moments, time-sensitive situations, how do we make that crucial expert support more accessible to everyone?
Okay.
And this very challenge, this is what drove Paul Brindley. He's a distinguished, licensed insolvency practitioner.
So an expert specifically authorized for this stuff.
Precisely. Authorized to guide and manage businesses through this distress. He's also a chartered accountant, and he created VIA. His goal, his really powerful goal, was to empower people.
Empower them. How so?
To make properly informed decisions. Decisions that, as he puts it, stand the test of time. By offering immediate, reliable guidance right when they need it. He sort of envisioned a world where you have top-quality info right at your fingertips in those tough moments.
Right, removing that barrier to just getting good advice quickly.
Okay.
So the core motivation here, it isn't just, here's a new tech tool. It's more fundamental. It's about broadening access to expertise in a field where, frankly, the consequences of bad decisions are dire.
Immense.
It's about preventing those poor decisions by giving clarity, giving people back a sense of control when they often feel completely powerless. That's a pretty transformative vision, especially considering the financial stakes involved.
Yeah.
So we've kind of sketched out the problem, the need. Now let's look at the solution itself. What exactly is VI? How does it start to tackle these big challenges?
Well, the name, VI, it stands for Virtual Advisor Insolvency.
Okay.
Launched back in August 2023. And yeah, it's being called the UK's first AI-powered insolvency bot, really specifically designed for English and Welsh company insolvency law. So like you said earlier, not just some general AI, it's very purpose-built.
Highly specialized.
Right. And connecting this to the bigger picture, it's really critical to get this. VI isn't just another chatbot, or a fancy search engine. Its real power is in that bespoke design.
How so?
It draws directly from constantly updated UK insolvency law, and maybe even more impressively, from this huge repository of over 30 years of practical case knowledge.
Wow, 30 years.
Yeah, essentially the distilled wisdom from Paul Brindley's own, extensive career. So it's like having that seasoned human expert right there.
Instantly available.
Instantly available, exactly. But crucially, without those traditional hurdles like cost or trying to schedule an appointment, which often stop people from getting that initial advice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And the real insight here isn't just that it's specialized, it's that it's built on proven human judgment. It kind of challenges that idea that AI in complex fields fields is only about crunching raw data.
Ah, interesting.
It suggests the really impactful AI, certainly in professional services, might be the stuff that effectively captures and scales decades of, irreplaceable human expertise, making it available wider, faster, more affordably. In fact, Paul Brindley even used AI to clone his own voice for one of the intro videos.
Really? His own voice.
Yeah. Emphatically stating that, quote, AI has truly arrived, and it is going to change how the world works, which is, quite a statement.
That's a pretty bold move. A testament to the tech, I guess.
Yeah, and how seriously they're taking integrating AI right into the core of professional services. A very visible demo of AI's capability in a traditionally human-led field.
And the convenience factor?
Yeah.
That sounds almost revolutionary. The sources highlight some really game-changing features. It's there 24/7.
Always on.
Always on, giving you immediate answers to those really pressing questions. And apparently it's incredibly easy to use. You just sort of imagine you're sitting opposite a real practitioner, and you use natural language, explain your situation, ask whatever you need to ask. No limit on questions either, which is great for really exploring things thoroughly.
Right, you can really dig deep.
And confidentiality is absolutely assured. You don't have to give contact details unless you actively choose to, which, dealing with sensitive financial stuff,
Yeah.
that's huge.
That's a massive point, yeah. Lowers that psychological barrier to reaching out for help.
Definitely. Plus, it's currently completely free to use.
Which ties right back into that core goal Paul Brindley had.
Exactly. Making the support accessible. It removes another huge barrier for people or businesses already struggling financially. It really does embody that vision in a practical way. So, with a tool like this out there, the obvious next question for you, our listener, is who actually benefits? Who is VA for?
And the answer actually is surprisingly broad.
Oh, yeah. Not just directors?
No, much wider. We're talking
No.
company directors, yes, who are maybe grappling with uncertainty, not sure what the next step is to protect the business, protect themselves, but also shareholders, maybe planning solvent exits.
Like an MBL?
Exactly. Members' voluntary liquidations, or even CVLs, creditors' voluntary liquidations. It also helps employees, creditors, landlords, people who desperately need clarity on their rights, their obligations when a company is in financial trouble.
Okay.
And importantly, it even extends to other professionals, accountants, financial advisors who are supporting clients under pressure, gives them a robust, immediate resource too.
Wow. So essentially, anyone in England or Wales who's affected by a company's financial situation could find value here.
Pretty much, yeah. It caters to a really wide spectrum of needs and users. And the personalization aspect is really key here. VI doesn't just give generic stuff. The advice is tailored. It ensures the info you get is actually relevant to your unique situation.
Right, not just boilerplate text.
Not at all.
Right.
And the more you interact with it, the more it evolves. It provides clearer, more accurate responses over time. It actually learns from the queries.
I'll get smarter.
In a way, yeah. It refines its understanding, makes each chat potentially more valuable. That adaptive learning is pretty crucial for AI in such a complex area. And specifically, what can it do? Well, it assists with a really impressive range of practical needs.
Like what?
For instance, explaining those intricate differences between different insolvency procedures, CVLs, MBLs, administrations.
Administrations, right, where someone takes over managing the company.
Exactly. To try and get a better outcome for creditors than just winding it up, VI outlines the pros and cons of each, tailored to your situation. It clarifies directors' duties, which are often really complex both before and during insolvency, helps keep you compliant.
Okay, that's vital.
It can even help you draft essential communications, things like sensitive emails to landlords or staff or even HMRC. Take some of that immediate pressure off.
That sounds incredibly practical. Almost like having an assistant for those horrible tasks.
Kind of, yeah. Immediate support, tangible relief when you most need it. It also plays a really vital role in flagging common mistakes, potential risks.
Helping you avoid pitfalls.
Exactly. Costly missteps with long-term consequences. What's more, it can help you get ready for those meetings with an actual insolvency practitioner.
Do you go in prepared?
Much more prepared, more informed, more confident, ready to ask the right questions. And say you've already had face-to-face advice, you can use VI to double-check it if you need reassurance or just a second perspective.
That's interesting.
It really empowers you, helps you make clear, confident choices, understand your legal obligations, and hopefully avoid regret or future liability.
So it's not just giving answers, it's more like a partner through the process.
Precisely. A steadfast partner. offering instant, reliable guidance, assisting with strategy, communication, decision-making. Supports you through that whole journey from that initial uncertainty to, ideally, confident, well-thought-out action, navigating complexity with more clarity. But while VI offers this huge transformative support, it's really crucial to understand its specific role, where it fits in.
Okay.
Our sources are very clear on this. VI, quote, won't replace a proper meeting with an insolvency practitioner.
Right. It's not a substitute for human advice.
Not a substitute. Instead, think of it as your Insolvency Copilot. It's expertly designed to help you ask the right questions, understand the context better, and crucially, avoid taking the wrong path entirely.
So it prepares you for that human interaction.
Exactly. The powerful insight here is how it kind of restructures that client-professional relationship. You're not just passively receiving advice anymore.
You're an active participant.
An active, informed participant. It empowers you to be far more knowledgeable, more engaged, when you do eventually sit down with a human expert. Makes those consultations much more productive, more targeted, ultimately more valuable for everyone involved.
It bridges the gap then between that initial confusion and getting really effective expert help.
Perfectly put. It bridges that gap.
It really sounds like a sophisticated tool then, designed to seriously enhance decision-making under pressure, giving you that strong foundation of understanding, which is just absolutely critical in these situations. And we also learned that the person behind it, Paul Brindley, he's the founder of Midland's Business Recovery.
That's right. A firm that seems to be really pushing innovation in the insolvency space.
And interestingly, for other insolvency practitioners or advisors out there, there's even a white label licensing option for VI.
Oh, really? So
Yeah,
other
right.
firms could use it.
Yeah, meaning they could integrate and rebrand this AI under their own name, which suggests, maybe broader adoption, a ripple effect across the professional services sector, amplifying its impact.
That's fascinating. Shows a potential pathway for this kind of tech across the industry.
So what we're ultimately seeing here is a genuinely sophisticated application of AI, one that aims to make really complex, high-stakes information not just accessible, but actually understandable and actionable for anyone caught in these difficult financial spots. It feels like more than just a tech leap, maybe a paradigm shift in how specialized knowledge gets delivered and used.
I think that's fair to say.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, it seems abundantly clear that VI marks a pretty significant step forward, making expert and professional advice much more accessible, much more immediate.
Yeah.
It's like a digital partner, carefully designed to guide you through those real complexities of company insolvency, giving you personalized, confidential, and right now free support exactly when you need it most.
And this look at Vi really does highlight how purpose-built AI can take these vast amounts of specialized, often human-curated knowledge and turn it into practical, real-world solutions.
Right.
It's not just about the tech itself, is it? It's profoundly about easing stress, about proactively stopping bad decisions before they happen, and fundamentally empowering people with critical information. It's changing how we approach financial distress, hopefully making that path to recovery or just resolution much clearer.
Which leads to a really important question, maybe something for you to ponder. If AI, like Vi, can give such nuanced, tailored, reliable guidance in a field as regulated and complex as insolvency, well, what other professional services might be next?
Good question.
Think about areas that traditionally need expensive, time-consuming consultations. Could we soon see similar AI-powered co-pilots emerging there?
Like initial legal advice for a small business, maybe?
Or understanding complex medical diagnoses, perhaps?
Mhm.
Or even navigating tricky tax planning? Imagine what this could mean for just accessing specialized knowledge across the board.
Democratizing expertise even further.
How might these tools change the very structure of professional advice? It's a future that feels like it's already taking shape, doesn't it? One deep dive at a time.
It certainly does.
We definitely encourage you to explore more about VAI if this is relevant to you, and just generally consider how AI is already reshaping our world, making expert knowledge more available than ever. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the future of professional services.